Morning everybody. Today we are doing the rice cultivation. I already told you in class that three cultivations are very important. Rice, wheat and maize. Wheat and maize we did it already, and today we are doing the rice. It is very important not through the BSc point, just for all for the MSc students in UGC point, OCT point of view, IAS, IFS. Excellent. It's high yielding varieties and it's cultivation practices, area of cultivation. One question of map will come in IS where it will show you the area of cultivation and you have to identify this map is of wheat, rice, maize or any. But out of three, one will come very often. And that one question took you above 100 people or 100 students in the merit list. So the basic knowledge is very much required. If you have basic knowledge, you are successful. So stay indoors, stay safe, stay on. I will be back. Welcome back. Today we are doing a lecture on rice. I already told you the rice is a very important through competitive point of view. Botanical name Oryza sativa, family Poaceae, which is earlier called Gramineae, and part used grain, that is fruit with caropsis. In my earlier lectures, while doing the families, I explained caropsis is single-seeded and indehiscent and compare it with other fruits, for example, Cypsela. Now I am coming to the botanical description. The rice plant is semi-aquatic annual herb with jointed cylindrical stem, which is called culm, and plant height of 2-4 feet. Now you count the words of rice 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is easy to remember, it is 4 feet. A ripe grain is single-seeded indehiscent fruit known as caropsis, which I already told you. Now we are coming to the area of cultivation. Rice is cultivated in almost all Asian countries, including Burma, India, China, Thailand, Japan, Indonesia, Bangladesh, and Taiwan. All they have the rice research institutes. In India, the rice is cultivated in coastal areas of Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, and over area Punjab and Haryana. So when we come to the description, you will see this is Punjab, Haryana, right? Then we have Uttar Pradesh, Bihar. Ultimately, we have the Assam, and this we call it Jis Desh Mein Ganga Bahti Hai. It is Indo-Gangetic Plain, and we know the soil is alluvial. Besides it, it is present in the here Madhya Pradesh, which is black soil, and Andhra Pradesh red laterite soil, and Tamil Nadu and this Maharashtra and Karnataka, that is the loams. So from soil we can take the area of cultivation. From area of cultivation we can get the soil, vice versa. As I already told you, this type one map will come and it shows these markings and it will tell this map shows cultivation of, and you will say answer is the rice, right? So now we are coming to the next part, soil. Soil, as I already told you, through area of cultivation we know soil. The important group of soil under which the rice grown in India are alluvial, जिस देश में गंगा बहती है, laterite, also called laterite, black soil Madhya Pradesh, red laterite Andhra Pradesh, and heavy soils like Assam. Particularly heavy soils are important because we have to accumulate water for rice plantation while transplanting, because they have better water holding capacity. Now we are coming to the cultivation practices. Rice is a first very important, it is a tropical crop. And the rice crop thrives best under conditions of high temperature and humidity. The average temperature during the growing phase ranges from 21-35 degrees centigrade and the annual rainfall is 60-120 centimeter for upland variety and 180. This is total of 120 plus 60, 180, and 180 plus 60, 240 for the lowland varieties. Due to variations of climatic conditions, rice can be divided into three types. This question will come in the paper. First, winter rice or almond rice. So it is very important. The winter rice is also called, you said, almond. It is best suitable for cultivation in lowlands. That is, it's a lowland variety. The crop complete life cycle in 140-160 days. It is sown in June-July and harvested in November and December, and generally grown in northeastern regions. So after doing winter, we have to do autumn rice, which is called autumn. This is upland variety. Winter is lowland, and this is the upland, sown in May-June and harvested in September-October, grown in over regions, that is northern regions, and completed in 90-110 days. And after doing winter and autumn, we do the spring. It is suitable for both lowland and highlands. It is sown in December, January and harvested in March and April. It is also called boro. So one question will come, which of the following rice is called boro? Where we have the options, I have to take the spring rice. So now we are coming to the cultivation practices. The cultivation practices of rice includes sowing. First is sowing. There are three methods of sowing the seeds: broadcasting, dibbling, and drilling. Seeds are broadcast when field is in right conditions. As I already told you, right? What do you mean by right conditions? The field is first arrowed this and second right angle, then a third tiller right angle to the second, and fourth tiller to the third. So when we do the 4-time tractor drawn plowing, so we have makhmali like soil, which is called fine tilth. So that is called a field in right condition. Seeds soaked 6-8 hours before sowing. In dibbling method, the seeds are dibbled behind the furrows in country plow at regular intervals. Whereas in drilling method, seeds are drilled into the soil with a distance of 18 inches between the two rows with the help of bullock drawn implement system for rice cultivation. See, behind the tractor or bullocks we have like this, we can make this board, and this is the box where the seed is there. The tractor driven, it pushes button and seed will come in all these. And second button, it will go into the soil, and these two spokes, they are 18 inches away and they go into the soil, and after that we put a sohaga, and these seeds, they are arranged 18 inches. So when I was in your class, I every time thought, why wheat is called wheat and rice is called rice? Today I will tell you. You know, wheat, the distance between the two rows we did is 22.5-23 centimeter. So W stands at the alphabetically, अगर ABC में देखें, W stands at 23, and wheat is planted in heat, that is why it is called wheat. So this is not a fluke. I have done a lot of crops for this. Today is rice. Rice in alphabetically stands at 18, and this 18 is the, I already told you, distance, right? This distance between the two lines, 18 inches, and R. And those person who first use rice, it must have taken the kheer, which is put in fridge, that is why come ice. This is rice. So at that time I have a lot of time to understood why they put the name, because wheat, now we are familiar, but first time you said what is wheat. Wheat is not a name. So these are the maybe the reasons how he put names like wheat, rice. There are a lot of potato, sugarcane. I will let you know maize, right? When I will do the that cultivation. Maize we did, so I told you maize. This is maize, right? Maize is ZD is because of the pigment called in Ingwa lagadia, that is zine, and Ma, from Ma prepared the first, Ma matlab mother prepared the first dish, that is called, it comes to the ZD from here, and maize. First is maize, but that is the horse, so they put I, that is become the maize. So there are a lot of things we can get. So basic thing I want to tell you is just devote time to come to the basics. So I have a lot of time to understood who put this name, why, and people have died. So it is better to interpret why they put these names. So that gives you basic understanding of the plant. So now I am coming to the system of rice cultivation. First is the dry. The seeds may be sown directly by broadcasting, drilling or dibbling, right, in this field. But this is a very expensive and very wasteful process, because the seeds germinate are less and we require more water. In wet paddy cultivation, the seeds are germinated first in nursery. Farmer make a nursery near to his tubal. You must have seen, put a channel of water so the ants doesn't come, and put a table here and takht here and sit here and chat and take a close eye on these. One is this. Second is the avoid wastage of water and seeds. So seeds are generally first sown in the nursery and seedlings are later transplanted. And these seedlings are transplanted when they are 18-20 centimeter. Transplantation is done when seedlings are 18-20 or 5- weeks old. The seedlings are uprooted from the nursery and transplanted into the field, which is filled with 1.2-2.5 centimeter of water. Gradually, the depth of water is increased up to 12 centimeter till harvesting. See, because R is at 18 number, so that is why we have because 18 inch is the distance between the two lines, that is come R from there, and the distance between the two plants in the line is 6-10 inches or 15-25 centimeter. And I already told you that the seedling is 18-20 centimeter or 5-6 weeks old. And as we put here 3-4 seedlings together, which are away at 15-25 centimeter in case of nursery. When we put in the field, we first fill the field with 1.2-2.5 centimeter water, and then we put the rice seedlings in 8x8 method, that is 8 inches away, and distance between the two rows is also 8 inches. 8 inches is 20 centimeter. So the process is 8 inches by 8 inches, and either it is called 20x20 in transplantation. So after transplantation is done, that is seedling, I already told you, that is 18-20 centimeter. Right, see. So these water is level to the 12 centimeter. Here I can't take that 3-dimensional, I just explained like this. This field, flat field, and flat field is filled up to the water from 1.25 to 2.5 to 12 centimeter water, and seedlings I already explained you, and this remains as it is. This condition remains that is same till the harvesting. But before that, the fertilizers are added. Because to get higher yield, sufficient amount of fertilizer is to be added before and after sowing, 30-40 days. Here I want to tell you, when I do the high yielding crops, I do some crops which are fertilizer responsive and they are getting better yield. So before sowing the green manure, 100 to 110 kg per hectare added to the soil in addition to 200 kg ammonium sulfate. In some cases, 18-20 cartloads of farmyard manure is given as basal dressings before planting. Right? Weeds common in rice fields are Mexican weeds, barnyard weeds, hull grass, etc. Weedicides like 2,4-D, that is 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid, are commonly applied at 3 stages: pre-planting, pre-emergence and post-emergence. So rotation is very important. Crop is rotated with leguminous crops because leguminous crops, they have nodules and these nodules fix nitrogen. Nitrogen fixation will occur and they increase the soil fertility. And these crops are Vigna mungo, Cajanus cajan for nitrogen fixation. Harvesting. The crop is ready for harvesting when the panicles are yellow in color and these ears are cut with the sickles and grains are separated either manually or sometimes in India trampling under the foot of the cattle and mechanically by the machines, and they are marketed. So now we are coming to the last part, that is high yielding varieties. The first variety, despite the fact it is released earlier, but it is the best variety till now. We got the IR8 by crossing tall variety Peta with the subtropical semi-dwarf. And that semi-dwarf I will explain to you, that is called, I explain other varieties also, that is Teching native. We get the gene from that DG Wu gen. This question will come. Which gene is responsible for the semi-dwarf rice in India? That is from Teching native, that is DG Wu gen. And it resulted in formation of IR8. It is semi-dwarf, erect leaves, resistant to logging, water logging. Grains are long, responsive to the high level of fertilizer. This I am telling. Transplanted in second half of June and maturity 144 days. And after that they come DRR Dhan, and this is released right in recently 1819. IET 23832. It is biofortified semi-dwarf because it is biofortified with the zinc, and zinc, which is very good for the growth of the younger children, having a 24 ppm of zinc. Grown in Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. See this, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. These are a DR, that is Dhan 45, right? And resistant to the rice blast, very important disease, Pericularia gricia, earlier called ricey, sheath rot and rice tungro virus. This we also have in syllabus. Very important disease. And the next variety, before doing that, I just want to tell there is a good cooking quality of this DR Dhan is due to the 20.7% amylose content. I already explained amylose is that which react with the iodine to give blue color, right? I already explained while doing the enzymes. Please refer to the enzymes video. Yield is 5 trillion per hectare and maturity is 125, whereas IR8 has 144. So 19 days, and that the 19 days plays an important role for the farmer. He can have a short crop for the short span crop for the fodder for their animals. Then we are coming to the Pusa 33, very important variety, semi-dwarf, that is waterlogging resistant, early maturity, suitable for the late sown conditions. This is very important, late sown condition. Sown in Haryana, Bihar, Western Maharashtra, Assam, Tamil Nadu, and maturity 115-120 days. This is earlier also than the Dhan 45. And this is our area, Pusa 33, जिस देश में गंगा बहती है. You know the soil. If question comes, which soil the Pusa 33 require, you know it is alluvial soil and it is loam here in Tamil Nadu also. So now we are coming to the last variety, that is VL Dhahan, very important variety. Because it is grown in hilly tract like Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, because people there have a problem with the fodder because they have animals, but they have to take fodder from the plains. But this variety can provide them the ample of fodder for their cattle. Flowers in 98 days, and it is a hilly tract variety. Straw to meet fodder requirement, which I am telling you right now. So taking fodder from the plains to hills, that cost is saved. This crop, it gives rise to rice and also the fodder. So it is double benefit for the hilly tract. That I already put star. This is a very good variety. The other varieties are Krishna, Ratna, Jaya. You must have seen one ad, Ratna, Jaya washing powder. So you must, when ad will come, you must, in your brain, all rice cultivation will move simultaneously. Then Pankaj, then Teching Native. Teching Native is a very important crop from which we get the gene called this DG Vugen. Now the last part of it, we are coming to the economic importance of rice. Botanical name we did earlier also, Rhiza sativa, Graminy, Poaceae, grains, Cariopsis, single-seeded, indehiscent. Economic importance. Rice flour is used in confectionery, ice creams, puddings and pastry. Alcoholic drinks, very important, this question will come. Sake in Japan and Wangtsin in China are made from the rice through fungal fermentation. Here I will give you one question. I will do potato tomorrow. So one drink is made from potato and one from here. So you have MCQ, you can solve yourself. In China and Japan, a very fine type of paper is manufactured from rice straw. Rice straw is also used for thatching, झोंपड़ी के ऊपर लगाने, making hats, mats, sacks, potato sacks, thelle, ropes and baskets. Besides this, the rice starch is, apart from being used as food, is also used in giving starch to the clothes that we can mawa. And even you must have seen in cobblers, they are using the rice water to mend your sandals, shoes, because that patawa, that is basically fixed with the help of water of rice. Then last is the refined bran oil is used in the salad oil. So this we do the economic importance of rice. And I want to explain you again about the rice. As we revise again, because rice is forward, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 4 feet. It is at 18. The distance between is 18 inches. So now question comes, we have a table of 4. So I will revise your 4 table. You can revise with me. 4 1 the 4. 4, that is 4 feet height, 2 - 4 feet height. Then 4 plus 1 is 5. 4 5 the 20, and then 4 4 the 16. 4 1 the 4, then 4 4 the 16. 4 plus 1 5, 4 5 the 20. And 5 plus 4 9, 4 9 the 36. Right? So on. Then 4 15 the 60 and 4 30 the 120. Here I want to tell you, when I do this table, this is just help you first once or twice. After that, you can automatically remember. Your brain, gray matter will pick it up. So this is tables which we do to just understand the things for once. These are not the solutions, they are just helping your brain. So 4 1 the 4 is the 4 feet height, 2 to 4 feet. And then we are coming to the 4 4 the 16. And this is the 16 is between, this is 18-20 is seedling. 16, from 16 you can come to know, and here the auto correction done by your brain, because brain is very excellent, because it tells the 16 is this and rice is 18. So I have to go to above, 16 to above 18 and 18 to above 20. That is 18-20 centimeter seedling. But after few days, there is no need of table. You can understood as that height of seedling at transplantation is 18-20, which we explained here also. Then next is the 4-5 the 20 and 4-9 the 36. If we add 1, this is 21, and if we subtract 1, when we add 1 here, ये नाराज हो गया, बोला मेरे से subtract करो. So 21-35 is the average temperature which is required, right? Then 415 the 16, 15 the 60, and 430 that 120 is the 60-120 is the rainfall. And I already told you when 60 plus 120 it is in the upland variety, and 60 plus 120 is 180. इनका प्लस करेंगे 180 का प्लस 60 से करेंगे तो 240, and this is the rainfall in the lowland variety, right? So this we revise the things, so no issue with that, and you can understood it very easily when you do the yourself 2 or 3 times, and after doing 2 or 3 times you will revise the things 2 or 3 times, and then you will start coming it out, right? 4 feet temperature, 4 feet height, 21-35 temperature, then 60-120 centimeter rainfall, 18-20 centimeter is basically height of seedlings, or 4-5 months 4 again comes. Either seedling is 18-20 centimeter or dash it is 4-5 centimeter, because 4 comes from here, 4-5. And rice in alphabetically is 18, so that is distance between the 2 lines. And the distance between the 2 plants is 6-10 inches is 15-25. That is 16 here, and here 1 less 15, right? So this you can do it, no issue with that. Then when you transplant, you can transplant the seedling of 15-20, and the water level is 1.5-2.5 centimeter. And transplantation procedure after is 8x8, that is 8 inches away, and the distance between the 2 rows is 8 inches, it is 20 centimeter, 20x20. After transplantation, the water level is rose to 12 centimeter. And then we have fertilizer, and ultimately we have the harvesting. So this I finishes the rice cultivation, and I already told you that rice is very important cultivation, and which is basically prominent in our area. जिस देश में गंगा बहती है, Indo-Gangetic plain with the alluvial soil, but in patches in Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and this Maharashtra and Karnataka belt. So the varieties I already explained you. The best variety is DRR Dhan 45, right? In this south districts like Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, then Tamil Nadu. But in our area we have the Pusa 33. Because when we are talking about this patch, we know the soil is red laterite. So if you get a question that one rice is growing in red laterite and the area of cultivation is Andhra Pradesh. One crop is growing in the black cotton soil, the area of cultivation is Madhya Pradesh. Soil growing in the alluvial, that is this desh mein Ganga bahti hai, Indo-Gangetic plain, alluvial, laterite. So then this I finishes. I hope you must have understood it. So please try to revise it 3 times in 78 hours. So that is first 2 times in 48 hours, and then third in the 72 hours or 72 to 78 hours. So first, the twice in 48 hours is very important, because that will imprint your all reading on the olfactory lobe of brain. Otherwise, you will lose in 2-3 days. Hence, I will stop here. Stay indoor. Stay safe. Bye-bye.